Down on the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn futures. They managed to stay essentially unchanged while soybeans were closing down 19 cents by the bushel. More rains in Brazil over the weekend and more in the forecast for Brazil pressured the bean market. There continues to be speculation that China could soon be in the U.S. corn market, although overnight they were buyers of 16.2 million bushels of U.S. soft red winter wheat. USDA also reported more overnight flash sales of 10 million bushels of U.S. corn to Mexico. Managed money short positions in the corn market increased again last week, now over 1 billion bushels, the largest managed money short position since July of 2020. Corpus Christi's public elevator in ADM is closed again for Milo trucks until further notice. Timco Houston and the Andersons Houston are open weekdays for trucks, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For help marketing your grains, call John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus, 1-800-2-TUGGLE, 361-852-5207. Again, that's Tuggle & Company, Corpus Christi, Texas. We're on the line with Benny Cox from Producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. We're getting ready for the Tuesday sheep and goat sale. What's it looking like Monday night?
Oh, it kind of looks like it might be somewhere near what it was last week. We ended up with about 5,700. We're kind of on the same track. Looks like lots of goats.
Yeah.
If somebody needs some good Spanish nanny kids, we've got a bunch of those things out there. Of course, there's a lot of mutton kids alongside them, but looked like we're real heavy on the goat end. We had well over 3,000 by 3, so I'm guessing we'll sure end up with up in the 5,000 range, somewhere maybe closer to 6. Yep.
Okay. Now, cattle sale, have you heard of anything yet?
No, we've got a special calf sale in conjunction with a regular sale advertised, so I'm guessing that might help us gear up some. A lot of the receipts from last week came from out in far west Texas, not big deals, but a lot of them. So that's where we ended up with that, 1,150 head or whatever it was. But
right.
I don't know of anything in particular, any big groups or anything.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
They can call me on my mobile. It's 325-234-4277. Office, same area code, 653-3371. Or they can always look at the web, which is producersandcargyle.com.
Thank you, Benny.
Talk to you tomorrow morning.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at the meats from yesterday. We'll begin with the National Pork Carcass Cutout Value, 84.43 up 88. Monday's hog slaughter, 488,000 head. That was up from the 476 last week, and it was 2,000 head more than the same week last year. Neighbor, as we turn our head and steer our gaze toward the cattle side of the meat equation, boxed beef prices weaker on Monday, 247 drop in the choice, a 266 weaker select. USDA reports slaughter at 125,000 head compared to 123 last week, 125 during the same Monday last year. There have been no confirmed cash trades as of Monday. We're probably looking at 174 to 175 as we end last week, but futures have dropped again, so we might see some 172 and 173 cattle this week. Neighbor, there's your meat moves. We're on the line with Henry Pickett, Abilene Livestock. Henry, how's the sale shaping up for Tuesday?
Oh, pretty good. We've still got a pretty good little trailer line right now. We've got a total of about 800 cattle with 200 cows. We've got several bigger ranch deals, mixed steers and heifers weighing from 4 to 6. They'll have 2 rounds of shots, but they will not be weaned. And then we've got a few deals of weaned cattle, but mostly it's just clean up on odd and end mixed steers and heifers off their cows. And we've got a lot of older cows and then a few nice replacement type cattle.
All right, so you got a good start to a great sale day in Abilene on Tuesday. Henry Pickett, tell everybody how to contact you.
We're expecting about 12 or 1,300. We can be reached at the barn at 325-673-7865, or my cell number is 940-733-8208. And our last goat and sheep sale for 2023 will be on December the 16th. That's a Saturday. Starts at 11 o'clock.
We appreciate it, Henry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. We're on the line with Stephen from D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Stephen, I need to weigh a bunch of pigs, and I understand that you've got some hog scales.
Yes, sir, we sure do, Larry. 58 SX hog scales from W.W. Paul. They are going to come with a beam and poise and 2 bifold doors. Really easy to work.
Tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340, extension 161.
We've been with Stephen from D&D. Go to ddtexasoutfitters.com for more information. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock, Monday evening, looking down the throat of a sheep and goat sale coming Tuesday, then a cattle sale Wednesday. Sean, what do you know of for either of them?
Oh, it looks like we'll get somewhere around that 3,000 on the sheep and goat end, Larry. And, had a few calves come in today and had a few calls. So sure thinking we'll kind of get what we had last week. See how it plays out tomorrow and Wednesday morning. But sure anticipating a good run on cattle in Fredericksburg on Wednesday and a good run tomorrow on sheep and goats in Fredericksburg.
Good. This is the next to the last sale?
No, sir. We've got 3 sales this week. One more week. Our last sales will be the 19th and the 20th. December. So if you got anything to sell, get them in there this week, next week, or the following.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Sean.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. We're here with Tracy Phillips, the Texas landlady of Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. They specialize in Texas farms and ranches and custom homes on acres. Tracy, tell us about this hunting ranch listing you've got near Junction.
Sure thing, Larry. Bowood Spring Ranch is a stunning 1,430-acre ranch that provides some amazing hunting opportunities.
How so?
The whitetail deer harvested on this ranch have scored between the 140s and the 270s, and the area was used as a breeding facility for years, which the whitetail on the property are a testament to that.
Any blinds and feeders?
Oh, yes. We've got 14 blinds, 14 feeders throughout the property. Corn and protein have been utilized since 2017. In addition to the whitetail, there's also axis, black buck, a small fallow herd, Pierre David, scimitar oryx, and various species of ram on the ranch.
How can people get in touch to schedule a viewing in this showplace?
They can always call me direct, 512-393-9996, or find us online at homesteadandranch.com.
Tracy, thanks for being on Down the Farm.
I loved it. Thank you so much, Larry.
We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. We have had a sale in Mason. How did it turn out?
You bet, Larry. Had a little over 1,056 head of cattle on the market today. I thought overall the quality on most cattle was pretty good today. I thought the market opened this week with a very strong demand on most all the classes of cattle. I thought if you looked at the stock of steers compared to last week, they were probably selling $10 to $18 higher, with 7 steers weighing $469 today at $310 a pound, $1,453 some change. Also, I thought the stocker heifers, they were selling $12 to $15 higher. I had a group of 4 heifers weighed $413, right at $3 a pound, a little over $1,200 on those. I think a lot of these lighter cattle are really going to wheat fields and a lot of oat fields all throughout Texas, Oklahoma. A lot of demand there when the wheat came along. A lot of us weren't really expecting it to grow that quick, and so it did well, and so we got a lot of demand on that part of it, and which is extremely good and will last for several weeks here too. Probably we also got some of the grass guys that are buying to turn out in May on up in Kansas and South Dakota and those areas. They're going to go ahead and warehouse those cattle for the next several months until we come 1st of May. Getting the bigger cattle, I thought today overall the feeder steers and heifers both sold steady. Packer cows and bulls, they remained steady from last week. Replacement cattle, I thought overall steady on a very limited test on today, Larry.
Good. How's Thursday shaping up?
It's shaping up real good. I think we got close to 800-900 head already that we know coming in for the sale. We're looking for about a couple thousand head of cattle, a lot of good calves and yearlings, a lot of wean cattle are already going to be offered that sale. So if you need something to turn out or whatever, or needing to merchandise your cattle, it'd be a great time to do it, especially with this market on these lighter calves going to wheat and oats and grass and everything, Larry. So look for a good run for coming up Thursday.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Ken Jordan.
You bet, Larry. They can give us a call, area code 325-372-5159. Also, we will have an update on all the calves that we do know coming. Not all the calves that will be there, but they have called us or whatever. We've got that up on the website at jordan@cattle.com, Larry.
Ken, we appreciate it. Thank you for the call.
You bet. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, neighbor, here's a quick reminder from my friends at McCoy's. You know, Western red cedar can be used in a variety of applications, from siding to decking, even as indoor paneling. For folks ready to tackle a DIY project, red cedar is a great choice for decks and play sets, particularly because of its naturally occurring thermal properties, which keep the wood cooler to the touch. That's no small feat on a summer day in the McCoy's States of America. Check out the building plans and videos at mccoys.com and get started on your next DIY project using Western red cedar. Available at McCoy's Building Centers. Go to McCoys.com for information. Find the McCoy's store near you. We're on the line with Jim Wheeler, Atascosa Livestock. It's about 8 p.m. on Monday evening, looking toward the Tuesday sale. What's it going to be like, Jim?
Oh, we had about 475 a while ago when I left. Probably 60 to 70 cows. Not many palpates, probably 25 of those in the morning to palpate. One old pair on the ground.
I do have a few roping calves, a few roping steers and heifers. Quality of calves is pretty good this week. Lots of black cattle. And I imagine by sale time it'll be around 550 with probably 90 cows.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for the Tuesday sale there at Atascosa Livestock Exchange.
You can reach us at 830-569-2516.
I appreciate it, Jim. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Good night.
Night.
Neighbor, here's a quick reminder about the public auction put on by Lutz Auction Service, Dwayne Lutz, Bud Box, and crew. They're off Highway 90 in D'Hanis. It's about 7 miles west of Hondo's. Coming up December the 9th, 2023 at 9. Here's a special grouping I think you might be interested in. They've got the workshop of a retired state trooper and former Texas Ranger. Going to be lots of nice tools. Boxes, lawnmowers, drill presses, hand and power tools, and much more. Very well kept, as you can imagine. Probably 50 to 60 lots in just that. Why don't you call Bud Box or Dwayne Lutz, 830-931-4312. It's going to be December the 9th. They're at 9 a.m. They're in D'Hanis, Lutz Auction Service. We're on the line with Kenny Mingus, Milam County Livestock Auction, Cameron. Monday morning, we had a sale on Friday. Kenny, describe the action for me.
Well, the action was great, Larry. We had 2154. Out of that mix, we had 335 cows and 89 buyers.
Walk the pins with me, Kenny.
With the steers under 300, 180 to 340. 3 to 400 pound steers, 165 to 340. 4 to 500 pound steers, 154 to 322, and over 500, $1 to 286. On the heifers under 300, 163 to 305. 3 to 400 pound heifers, 144 to 310. 4 to 500 pound heifers, 121 to 282, and over 580 to 250. On the cows, they took a little money off these Packer cows, 30 to $1.03. Packer bulls about steady, 80 to 122. On the bred cows, 5 1/4 to 1750, and on your pairs, 450 to 2200.
Now, it was a good sale, and you had 12 what?
Had 2154.
2154. I got my 12 and my 21 turned around. What's going to happen this week?
I think we'll trend lighter as we go, Larry. I think we're about to come to a point where we're going to say where are they going to come from?
Right. Yep.
I don't think we'll be just, down to nothing. Probably at 1,500 to 2,000, something like that. Weather's going to be good. Market's good. Some of these people are pulling some of these things pretty light,
right
now.
Right.
And, if they don't have much grass and don't have an abundance of hay for what they're bringing to go to wheat and oats and things like that, can't say I blame them.
Right. Well, we'll be looking for them to trade with us this next Friday. How many more sales, including this one, do we have before the holiday?
We just have this one this Friday and one more, and we're done.
All right. Tell everybody how to contact you.
You bet. Catch us at the office Monday through Wednesday at 254-697-6697. Follow us on our webpage at MilamCountyLivestockAuction.com or catch us on Facebook.
We appreciate you, Kenny. Thank you a bunch.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
Neighbor, I'd like to remind you about George Weichel and the good folks at Wholesale Steel, San Antonio Steel. Heavy-duty lifetime warranty on their cattle panel. The standard duty panel also. Heavy-duty and standard duty pasture gates. They're a new Preferred dealer, and they'll beat anybody's prices on the Preferred products. They've got Stay Tight 50 and Stay Tough fencing both. Cattle work in pens. They've got 2 Texas locations. They've got the San Antonio store. Call 210-624-2000 or the Hearn Bryan College Station store, 979-280-6100. Now remember, that Hearn location is off Highway 6, and the San Antonio location is there off Texas 16. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Fridays and Saturdays, 8 to 4. You can find them on the web at wholesalesteelsa.com. Of course, that's the San Antonio store, or wholesalesteelbcs.com. And that's the Bryan College Station Hearn store. Oh, and by the way, tell George Weichel that Larry Marble sent you. Neighbor, let's take a long look at the grains courtesy of John Tuggle and Company. Corpus Milo through Corpus in December, March plus 115, 1072. Houston, March plus 120, 1081. Progresso, March plus 40, 938. Yellow corn to Corpus in December, March plus 35, 520 and a half. And Progresso, March plus 90, 570 and a half. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in December, March plus 30, 687 and 3/4. And number 1 beans to Placido, December, January delivery, Jan less 90, 1216 and a quarter. Texas cotton, looks like we moved 985 bale of West Texas, 2765 bale of East Texas, Kansas, and Oklahoma. Looks like the low side 73.43, high side 76.68. The average across those total bales 75.05. Neighbor, that's it for Down on the Farm. Not your average farm show, best darn farm show in the world. No brag, just fact. I'm Larry Marble. You're my neighbor. Neighbor, we're out of here.